Good afternoon. We have our third and final pirate chat of the day with our ICC Athletics departments. So we are so excited to have been able to do this with you. This has been a great Love Indy activity so that we can connect with you as a community, as students, future students, current students, alumni. So if you have questions for us, feel free to send those either, if you're on the Zoom, you can either wave at us or you can put it in the Q&A. And if you're on Facebook, any questions you've got can go in the comments underneath the live feed that we have there. And if we don't get to all the questions, if we have an abundance of those, we will continue to keep answering those via Facebook as we go forward. So we do want to make sure we address questions as they come across. So, all right. Well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your Saturday to be here and to connect with folks. Let's go around. We'll just give short introductions, and then we will give you guys an opportunity to talk about what's going on with your program. So let's see here. Andrea, I'm going to go ahead and put her on the spot, is one of our athletic navigators. So I will have her introduce herself, and we'll go around from there. Thanks. Go for it, Andrea.
Hi, everybody. My name is Andrea, and like Megan mentioned, I'm one of the navigators or advisors for our athletes. So I work with female athletes specifically and with the cheer team as well. So there are some males thrown in there, but mostly female athletes. We have another advisor that works with the male athletes, but basically how it works is we're kind of like the go-to person when students come to ICC for their first time. Everyone is assigned a navigator or an advisor based on their activity, whether that's a sport or another organization we have on campus, or their major area of study. So working with the female athletes, what I do is I help them from the very beginning through the application process, admissions, getting in all their required documents, and then from there through the enrollment process. And that's not just the first semester, but every semester after that. And I work really closely with our coaches and our teams to make sure that the girls are staying on track, you know, that they're staying eligible, they have good grades, they're going to class, work really closely with the faculty as well. So we're just kind of there to make their lives a little bit easier and the whole college experience smoother, to help them reach their goals and to graduate and be successful in the classroom and on the court and everywhere else, every aspect of their college life. And like I said, there's also another navigator, Sonia Conley, who does the same thing for all of our male athletes.
Great. Thank you, Andrea. Eric, can I go ahead and hand it to you? You can introduce yourself.
Sure thing. Eric Pogorski, Interim Athletic Director. We've been very busy during this time. It's great to have Andrea go first because the navigators do so much for our student athletes and students overall. And Brittany does a great job of keeping, you know, the student interest top of mind. So there's a lot of work that's been going around. I'm sure we'll get into that with the Q&As. But do you want me to go into specifics of things we're working on right now, or just introductions and come back to that?
Oh, we can go ahead and just have you go into specifics. That way we'll just make
Sure.
one round. How about that? So we won't round robin twice. Thanks, Eric.
So, you know, I took a couple notes on what we've really been focused on. Obviously, student welfare and student academic standing has been the top priority for everybody at ICC, not just athletics, you know, from president down to the faculty and staff. It's been an incredible commitment. We've never experienced anything like this ever. And so to be able to make the adjustments needed and keep that as a priority has been something that has been really encouraging to be a part of. Specifically, I've been on a lot of calls with different administrations, athletic directors in the conference, and I can say that, you know, what we're doing here is, I'd say, the best. So not to put anybody else on the spot, but I really feel confident that our commitment is unparalleled. We've also made some adjustments, and I'm really excited to be here today with the commitment to social media. We miss all of you. Regular engagements, something that was, you know, really starting to pick up speed. you know, in the last, with basketball season ending, and we were really going to get out and engage the community a bit more. And then obviously we all had to stay at home. So every athletic team has a specific Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter feed. So I encourage you guys to all go out and follow them. And the idea there is to not lose sight of us all, you know, being in this together and bringing you guys content of, you know, history or things we're looking to do in the future. And this is, you know, just another step towards that. So, and then the Booster Club is another piece to the puzzle that we had a lot of momentum in the spring prior to going home. Where the Booster Club, probably a lot of people on this call right now really spearheaded that. So it was something that was driven by the members of the Booster Club specifically, which is really great because, you know, the coaches are hard at work trying to either recruit or you know, coordinate budgeting and all that. And just to have the engagement and the support of the community to really drive a lot of the fundraising that makes what we do very possible has been incredible. So the Booster Club also has a Facebook page that I encourage you guys to go follow and get involved there. And you know, we can talk a little bit about what they've been doing, but we obviously had to take a step back on that just to, you know, we can't have 30, 40 people meeting in a room right now. Then the next step is really talking about returning responsibly. I saw a quote today from Sean Payton, head coach of the New Orleans Saints, that said, and he actually had coronavirus, and he said he had had it pass through him. But anyway, he said it's like we have a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and we're just starting the fourth quarter, and we're already talking about pulling the starters. The point being that, you know, we're in good shape as a country, as a world, as far as we're addressing this and a lot of the things we're doing at ICC, but we have to still remember we have a lot of work ahead of us and make sure that we do everything in a responsible way for the students that would be coming back on campus, as well as the local community that we serve. So, you know, that's a lot of work, and I have some meetings this week with the conference to see if we can get some updates there. But as you all can imagine, it's a bit day to day. And then finally, we did hire a new cheer coach, Erica Cope, who you've probably seen. She's been very active on social media, and she's incredible. She actually is the high school cheer coach, and she's going to continue to serve in that role. But she's, you know, a very involved member of the community, and you know, it's been a natural fit to bring her in, and I'm really excited about what we're doing there. So this is a bit of a formal introduction to her because she's on the call as well.
Great, thanks, Eric. And if you don't mind us leading into that, Erica, would you mind kind of giving an update on cheer? And welcome, by the way, we're excited to have you on.
Hi, thank you. Yes, I'm Erica Cope. I am the new head cheer and stunt coach. Right now, I'm just really busy recruiting new athletes. We're up to about 25 on the cheer roster, so that's a pretty good start. My goal is ultimately 40, so we'll see. And so, yeah, just preparing for various halftime shows and how we can be more involved in the community and active overall. Really awkward.
Totally fine, Erica. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you on with that. And we also, kind of as a follow-up to what Eric was saying there too, with our Booster Club, we had a question on how to join the Booster Club. So Eric, do you mind taking that real quick, and then we will move on to another person to get some updates.
Absolutely. So we've posted the form online on the ICC Booster Club Facebook page, and I'll share it from the athletic page as well following this. But it's a really straightforward process. You select which level of the Booster Club you want to join, and there's right on the form it says, you know, mail to Sherry Stockton, who will take it from there. It's an exciting time to join. We've tried to do, you know, a lot of things and put some packages together that are exciting because the football team was conference champions this last year. We are in the process of getting those rings. So if you join at the Captain's Club level, you can get 2 rings, one for, you know, 2 people, and get involved. So We'll customize it, put your name on it and everything. And there's a lot of other things, but we're trying to think outside the box. And it's really, like I said, the Booster Club members that are driving a lot of this stuff. So once you get involved and sign up and you have ideas about how to, other things that we want to do, we'll support everything we can.
All right, thanks so much. And on with, I know Erica, her group is going to be dealing with every sport that we've got available, I'm sure. And someone else that all of our teams are in contact with is our athletic training. So Anthony, can I turn it over to you to introduce and give us some information on your program?
Definitely. Hey, my name is Anthony Vidali. I'm the head athletic trainer. Right now, we are currently working on recruiting very heavily. We've been hitting social media, as Eric said, too, through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Pretty much everything as far as athletic training students, team managers, sports management, strength and conditioning, exercise science, anybody interested in those types of programs, I'd strongly recommend getting into our athletic training program, because you get all that one-on-one hands-on experience with all of our D1 athletics right now. We specialize in injury recognition, prevention, and treatment, and we see these guys all day, every day. So like I said, right now, we're focusing heavily on recruitment. We got plenty of scholarships available. You can hit all those through the Independence website too. And my information should be on there. So if you're interested in a scholarship, let me know.
All right, thanks, Anthony. So yeah, definitely check in with us if athletic training or management is something you're interested in, and we can get you connected. We do have a question that came in, so I'll ask the question, and then Coach Harris, I'll lead over to you if that's all right. It's football related. Are you still accepting walk-ons for football this season? So I'll leave you with that question, Coach, and feel free to give us some updates on your program.
I guess
We got you
I
muted
got
there.
unmuted, huh?
All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry about that. No, I said we're still looking at film. We're still going through. We do have a couple of spots remaining for as far as walk-ons. Right now, they can currently send film in to either myself or one of my assistant coaches. We review it, we'll grade it on out, and then of course we'll be in contact with that particular person. So I guess the answer is yes. And then to lead into my introduction, I guess my name is Kiyoshi Harris. I'm the head football coach here at Independence Community College. I just finished up my first season as head coach, my first overall. Right now, even though things kind of banana a little bit, my staff is working diligently to kind of get the 2020 recruiting class in, hopefully in the summer, and along with some of our returners. And so, I've been blasting their introductions out on Facebook, so you can kind of go out there and follow them as well. We're almost completed as far as our 2020 recruiting class. We're still looking for a couple of guys here and there, but majority is completed. We're happy with our class that we signed. We feel it's probably one of the better classes since I've been here. So we're excited about that. We're just hoping everything works out that we kind of get back here in July. Before the virus hit, we worked hard in the weight room, of course, and then classroom and trying to get things done, but kind of set us back up a little bit. But everybody in the country is in the same position, so we look forward to kind of get back this summer and get back to work.
All right, great. Thank you, Kiyoshi. It sounds like I know we kind of got some internet things going on here, so sounds like you guys are kind of on the right track, trying to get things rolling and trying to find the safest ways to get the season going. So feel free, if you got any other questions on that, or if you think of something else, Kiyoshi, feel free to pop in. So thank you for the update. All right, let's see here. Let's go with Bill. Do you mind giving us an update on men's basketball and what's going on with the program?
I sure can. Thanks, Megan. First thing I want to say is good afternoon, Pirate Country. I'm so excited to be able to connect with you guys, and thank you to Megan and Cordell and Eric for working to put this on. It's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I've certainly missed. I love our Independence community, and I've missed this ability to go out and see people and connect. And again, just thank you so much for putting this on and giving us some sense of community in this difficult time. But I was just thinking about it. So for those who don't know, Bill Morosco, first-year head coach, men's basketball at ICC, completed our first season, went 23-9, had a great year, one of the better years in recent history for the Pirates. We're excited about it. I was just thinking about it the other day. Just a little over a year ago, I was hired as the head coach, and we hit the ground running and recruited a brand new team and really attacked the off season. And not much has changed. We've been very, very busy since our season ended. First off on the recruiting front, and we brought in some very, very talented players, and I'm looking forward to that. We still got some work left to do to round out our recruiting class, but definitely excited about the young men who are going to be coming in, both on the court abilities and off the court character is through the roof, and we're just so excited about that. But also working hard on the other end. We've had a lot of great sophomores who we brought in last year as transfers, and they're starting to make their 4-year college plans, and 3 guys have already signed Division I, which is exciting. And I don't know how long it's been since they've had multiple Division I signees, but we think we'll also get probably 1 more. So we might have 4 guys sign Division I out of our sophomore class. 2 have already signed Division II, with probably 2 to 3 more. And just excited for these guys to have, written offers and just solid plans of where they're going to go to continue their basketball career. And so we're working hard. My assistants are doing a great job working remotely. Justin Mann, who's actually right now back in Peoria, Illinois, as well as Tyler Thayer, who's out in Wilmington, North Carolina, lucky guy. But they're just doing a great job promoting our program on social media, recruiting really hard, and again, helping to place our players. And again, thanks guys so much for tuning in. And I can't wait for when this does finally blow over for us to all get back together. Go Pirates.
Thanks so much, Bill. That is a really fantastic way to lead into that too. These coaches and their teams are people that you see in and around the community. They are doing things in our schools with our animal shelter here in town, and a vast majority of other things. We have ball with softball. You will see them around for Niwala. They're really active. We have folks that are reading in our grade schools, students that are interacting with our grade school students here in Independence, which is fantastic. So they always love Independence, and that is just the way that they live, and it's fantastic. So, all right, let's see here. Chris, can we hear some from you on volleyball?
Yes, hello. Welcome, Pirates of Nation virtually. I am Chris Taylor, the head volleyball coach. And just like Bill and Kiyoshi and everybody else has hit on, we're recruiting very hard for this upcoming year. We have 3 players that have already signed with us, 2 middle blockers from Texas, and just last week we had a setter from France, all the way from France, signed with us. So we're very excited about those 3. We do have another commitment, a defensive specialist from Georgia that is committed and will be signing her scholarship this week. We were having a great spring practice, working hard. The kids were really making a lot of strides in the weight room. With all the conditioning that we've been doing, and we're, excited about the future of this program. We're, talking with a lot of highly talented student athletes that, will be very, competitive in the gym and in the classroom. And that's what we want to bring. We want to bring in the best student athletes that we can find, and we're working hard to do that.
All right, thanks, Chris. And we are looking forward to seeing what volleyball brings. Looking forward to the season. Leslie, would you give us an update on women's basketball and where things are with the program?
Sure thing, Megan. Thanks so much. Want to say hello to all of my fellow coaches. We didn't get a chance to see each other this week because of some other engagements. We usually have our weekly meeting, and I always look forward to seeing everybody. So hi, guys. It's good to see you again. Glad to see that everybody's healthy. Also, a big shout out to Pirate Country. Glad that everybody could get tuned in. Women's basketball, I've been in contact with all of our kids from this year, and they're all healthy, and they're all drudgingly working for getting their grades and keeping those up and this type of thing. I can actually say that we are all, like the sign says above me, blessed, and that's a good thing. Women's basketball, we've been busy. Natasha Lacey and Jim Papin, my two assistants, we've had our meetings weekly. We usually talk a lot more than that, but we'll have weekly meetings when it comes to recruiting and scheduling, this type of thing. Recruiting's gone very, very well at this point in time for us. We've got a great core coming back of 5 kids. We're excited about. Right now, we've got 13 kids signed. We've got 2 managers. Actually, it's 15, 13 players, 2 managers. We're still waiting on a couple other kids, but it's gone pretty well recruiting-wise. We're very pleased with that. The 4 sophomores that we've had, Jordan, Brittany, Zaya, and Liz, out of those 4 kids, 2 of them have decided not to pursue other basketball venues. Liz is trying to decide if she even wants to come back to the U.S. with everything that's going on. I understand that. It's a tough situation, but we had a big sign with Brittany Reeves. I don't know if everybody heard, but she did sign a couple weeks ago, I think, with Oklahoma State after having many chances. She had it narrowed down to Texas, Colorado, and Oklahoma State as her top 3. So she did a wonderful job. Jim Littell there has been a friend of mine for a long time. We coached against each other back when we were both young and first coming into the conference at the Jayhawk conference. He was at Seward County. So, it's nice that she's going to play for such a great program. Oklahoma State's got a great history. But it's good that she's playing for another JUCO coach. I like that. So, that's all good. Women's basketball, we just feel great about everything that's going on with our program at this point in time. Tosh and Jim have just done a great job in handling our kids academically and, helping out on the recruiting part of it. So we're going to look forward to getting back. We hope to be able to get back in July, just like with football and volleyball and some of these others that may be coming back in July too. We hope that works out that way, and can't wait to get back into the gym. I'm a gym rat, so not being in the gym is I've gone through withdrawals, and everything. So we're looking forward to getting back, seeing everyone, and having Pirate Nation back whole again.
That is a really great way to put that, Leslie. We do. We want it all the pieces to fall back together. And that's really fantastic to highlight too, that connection with Brittany's coach. Something that is really spectacular with ICC is that it really is a small world, and there are folks on our campus that have connections that some people could only dream of. And that really feeds into the opportunities that our students find. So that's just one example of a showcase on that. So, and moving on here, Sam, could you give us some information on softball? We hope things are going well with you and your team.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I only have my headphones and they seem to keep cutting out. One, I just want to say hi to everyone. Super excited to be a part of this. I'm really happy to talk with everyone. I've just been stuck at home. I don't know if most of you know this, but this would be the full tilt of softball season. So it's weird to be sitting on my couch late in April when I'm usually outside enjoying the nice weather, playing some conference games, getting ready to roll into playoffs. So definitely a different setup for us right now. But kind of going back to the team, right now we've just been working on getting our kids, making sure they're maintaining their grades, staying eligible, that they don't fall behind in kind of this weird time. But on the recruiting trail, it's been pretty calm. Usually we're playing and trying to recruit, so I feel like we got a good leg up there. It's kind of a unique position for us. I'm excited to say we are returning some sophomores, so we'll have some super sophomores, which I think are really going to help us build in some spots. So we'll have some good experience there and some depth. And I'm blessed to say all of our freshmen will return as sophomores. I think a lot of them are going to come back even hungrier than before. I don't know if you guys know this, but we walked off the field kind of 15 games in, so they feel like they got cheated. So they're just chomping at the bit to get back out there. We've also signed 9 freshmen, looking to bring in 2 more. So just super excited to see what comes up in the fall. Like I said, we plan to return in the fall, not too early, not in July, same time as always. So right now, that's all we're really doing is hitting the recruiting trail and seeing who's out there.
Great. It sounds like a great setup for a roster for the next season coming up, and totally understand the heartbreak is there. And folks have been rallying around the students that are missing out on opportunities because of the current pandemic, and finding these creative ways to interact and connect and support. So I know that's no different here, and that all of the students that you guys are interacting with can feel that. That makes such a big difference. We do have a question that came in, and Kiyoshi, this one is for you. When does football season start?
The actual game, our first game is probably last week of August, of course. The official report date, I believe, is August, first day of start, August 1st for our guys. So, we're only a couple of months away, so we're excited. Hopefully, we're praying every day that everything works out so we can get these guys in here and get things going. So, we look, hopefully get it going the last week of August, and then we get to open up camp the first day of August.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, anything that we can, is there anything else that you guys can think of as far as kind of bolstering your students? I know that you said that several of you are kind of encouraging them through this difficult time. Are there things that you've been kind of working with, or just talking with your students, trying to keep interfacing with them as they are, some of them are finishing up classes for the spring, as well as looking into next semester and in the fall? Is there anything that has been helpful or that's been encouraging for you, seeing your students where they're at?
I will say that I really think that in talking with, and our pirate people all need to know this, Pirate Nation there at Independence, the job that our school has done, our administration, with Cordell and George and Vince and Cody and Eric and Mark. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Our business office. They have just been fantastic to be able to get kids any kind of technology that they may be missing, Wi-Fi, computers, and getting them the monetary help that they may need. I know that that is still an ongoing process, and I think they've done a great job in helping our kids to be able to get online, and they've been troubleshooting from far away. They've all been doing this, and I know we as coaches have been on that with them too, troubleshooting. We've been talking with instructors, we've been talking with administration, so we've all been trying to help with all of our student athletes for all of these things. And it's nice to be a part of a community that is really dedicated to these kids, these students, and getting them to the next level, whatever that level may be. And it may be that they don't play anymore. It may be that they go on great. It may be they go on, with us having the NFL draft, coming on. We've got, I think, some former players that may be, getting drafted or have been drafted already. But, this school and this community has really outdone themselves, and they continue to do it. So I know as coaches, we all want to thank everyone for everything that they're doing and for what we will be doing. And hopefully we can all get back to seeing each other in July, I hope, if not sooner. But, I want to make sure that the pirate country, the pirate nation, everybody there in town and throughout really realizes just what all has gone on in this school. And it's fantastic to be a part of that.
Megan, I'd like to add one thing on top of what Leslie said. And just, we have the CP2 program here to support our students and our student athletes when they're here away from home. And it's been really neat for me to see that those CP2 parents haven't, dropped off their relationships once these students left. They've maintained it, and whether it's talking to a CP2 parent or talking to one of our student athletes, knowing that they're still getting that independence community feel, even though they're hundreds of miles away back home, whether it's a CP2 mom calling to check in on how they're doing, wishing them happy birthday or whatever it might be. And so again, it's just, I'm so impressed with this community of independence and our great school, just to make sure we're doing everything we can to virtually wrap our arms around these kids and make sure that they know that we're going to get through this together. And I know that as well. So just, again, I'm so thankful for you guys, and excited and appreciate everyone who's viewing this right now or going to watch it later, for spending some time to check in on the great things that are happening here at ICC.
Awesome. That's a really fantastic report, and so true. Something that Independence just lives and breathes. They care, and they support our students, they support our youth, they support our teams, they support our activities, and we hope to return as much of that love as we possibly can. So that interface just makes it. All right, we've got a question on cheer, Erica. So we've got a question on tryouts and oh, did I lose? There we go. It bumped. All right. On tryouts, scholarships, and whether or not cheering happens only at games or if it's also competitive.
Okay, so I am accepting video tryouts right now. If they want to send me an email at ecope@ndcc.edu, I will tell them exactly what I want to see. We will be cheering sidelines, obviously, for football, basketball, but we also will be doing our stunt competitions, which will be second semester. I'm really excited about stunt. I know it's pretty unfamiliar to a lot of people, but I'm hoping that we can host maybe a stunt game this year so that we can kind of expose the community to that, because it's really neat. It's like an actual game. There's 4 quarters, 2 squads perform the same routine side by side. Whoever does it best wins. It's really neat. It's exciting. So we'll be doing that, as well as competing in Region 6 and hopefully nationals in Florida.
That is fantastic. How exciting. That's a lot of really cool things on the horizon. Yeah. As far as tryouts, do we still have some scholarships available?
We do.
Sounds like you're trying to continue to grow.
Yes, we still do have scholarships available. I'm mostly looking for really strong, hardworking athletes. Tumbling's a plus, but it's not a requirement.
These are good things to know. I will send you my video stat, Erica.
Sounds great.
Team captain.
Megan, I'll add that every program is very active on the recruiting ground right now. But yeah, the one that is seeing a lot of momentum and continues to be active is Erica's cheer and stunt team. Athletic training, again, Anthony jumped right into that. That's another opportunity. We still, could use a lot of support, and there's work study available on top of scholarships for those that are involved in our athletic training program, as long as they're eligible for the work study. Softball, additionally, recruiting, as Sam mentioned, and then of course basketball, volleyball, and the machine, which is football, is full go. So these coaches, Leslie mentioned, we have weekly meetings, and we're all very actively recruiting. And specific to Erica and Anthony, cheer and athletic training, they're doing a lot of this locally. So those of you that are on the call from the area, if you have anybody that would be interested, please, I think one of the biggest target areas is the local communities that we serve.
All right, thank you, Eric. Yeah, it sounds like there is not a day off for a coach. That is, you live and breathe it. So that's really fantastic to hear, and really encouraging that things are still moving and rolling. So we are definitely looking forward to having our students back. I know that you guys are missing your kids, and I know that the community is going to be excited to rally around our teams as they get going too. So if you've got anything additional, do remember that if you have any questions that you'd like to put in, you're welcome to put them on the Q&A on Zoom, give us a wave on Zoom, or drop your questions in the comments under the Facebook Live. We do have another question in here. This is for Chris with volleyball. Is volleyball in the fall?
Yeah, we are a fall sport just like football. Our team will report and move into their dorm rooms or apartments or wherever they're living last weekend of July, and we're gonna hit the court that hopefully that first Monday in August, and it's August 3rd, and we'll hit the court there. We have a very big schedule ahead of us. We're traveling to Nebraska for a tournament and Texas for a tournament in preseason. So we're excited about that. And we'll be competing same time as football. We do have one weekend that we're really excited about where we're home on a Friday night, then football's home on Saturday. So, we're going to pump that one up and hopefully get a great crowd for both games, cheers on to wins. We did that on the road last year, and it was an amazing atmosphere, and it helped us get a nice road win at Garden City, and we want to do it again and win on our home court.
All right, that sounds like a good goal for the fall. Awesome. Okay, I think we're fixing to wrap up here, so we can go around, and if you have any closing statements you'd like to say, anything about your programs, another statement to the community or to your students, feel free to go ahead and do that. So Leslie, you want to kick us off with our closing statements?
Sure thing. Just glad everyone is safe and healthy. Please keep that going. That's number one. Number two, thank you to Pirate Nation and Pirate Country. Hope everyone is doing well, and looking forward to seeing everyone and getting back together and doing our pirate thing that we do. So best of luck, everyone.
Thanks, Leslie. How about you, Bill?
Yeah, I just want to echo again, thank you for everyone taking their time out of their day during a busy NFL draft. So if people got a little taste of sports again to spend some time with us, or whenever you decide to watch the recording of this, just looking forward so much to us all getting back together. I just think back to our very first home game back in November, and then comparing it to our last two home games, whether it was beating the number 5 team in the country at home or our home playoff victory that the ICC Fieldhouse was packed. And just again, thank you so much for embracing our team and my staff and our players this year, and looking forward to doing it again. So thanks, Pirate Country, and everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and can't wait to see you all again soon.
Thanks, Bill. Sam, have anything to send us off with?
See if I can unmute myself there. Nope, just everyone stay safe. We look forward to seeing you guys in the fall. We're excited to get back out there. I definitely think we got cheated this season, so we're excited to get out there and show off this upcoming season.
All right, great. We're looking forward to that too. Chris, have anything else for us?
I just want to reiterate to, thank Pirate Nation for their support. We wouldn't be here without you. Also to hit on kind of, Bill touched on it, I have 4 sophomores. 2 of them signed last week, moving on to NAIA schools. So we're very excited about those 2 to continue their volleyball careers. I have 2 more sophomores that are working hard, trying to find a landing spot for themselves. But we're, extremely thankful for the Pirate Nation, what they do for us. And just like everybody else said, we cannot wait to get back together. I've been doing these meetings with my team as well, and it's the first one we did. It was fun just to hear them all back together again. And we miss our players, we miss our teachers, we miss the whole community. And thank you again.
Thanks, Chris. Kiyoshi, have anything for our community, students?
Oh yeah, we just appreciate the support from the administration, and of course, all the fans in town. We'll be back soon. We'll get it going on the field. Hopefully, coming back in a couple of months. So, we look forward to seeing you guys out there. Just touch on what Leslie said too. I'm missing all my co-workers right here. It was good seeing you guys, and you guys all stay safe. And force up, go Pirates!
All right, go Pirates. Erica, got anything for us?
Just thank you so much for welcoming into me. I can't talk. I'm really awkward on film, but thanks for welcoming into the Pirate family. I'm really excited to get started this season, and go Pirates.
All right, thanks. Anthony, anything to close things out?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your time and support. Just to recap as well, if we are still accepting scholarships and plenty of athletic training students and team managers. Even if your interest is working with athletes, anything in the medical field, injuries, exercise, anything like that, please go ahead and apply for a scholarship, and we'll get you here working one-on-one with our athletes.
All right, great. And that is pretty much across the board. Andrea, anything for our potential students, current students, any program?
Sure, I'll chime in real quick. Well, first of all, thank you all for tuning in, or if you watch this later on in the future, thank you for setting some time aside to listen to what we had to say today. I just wanted to mention one other thing about on the academic side as far as enrollment goes. We did start enrollment this past week on April 20th, and it's open for the summer and the fall. Classes in the summer begin on June 1st, and for the fall, they begin on August 12th. So if anyone is watching this, any potential student or incoming student, and you're interested in athletics, or even if you're not, even if you're kind of shopping around and you're not for sure, you can always still go ahead and apply to ICC so that we have your information and your application. And that doesn't automatically commit you to us, but at least you're keeping your options open. Myself and all the other navigators, we've been keeping super busy doing enrollments and helping incoming students. So we're still doing those over the phone, through email, or video calls like Zoom. And if anyone has any questions as far as admissions or enrollment goes, you can email our admissions office email address, and it's just admissions@ndcc.edu. Thanks again, and we look forward to being back on campus with everybody in the fall.
Thanks, Andrea. I know that you're not alone in that. That's been the theme of the day. Eric, do you have anything additional before we sign off?
Just, when something like this happens, you realize the importance of the community that we operate within. And it really puts it, into perspective, how much, Bill had mentioned the CP2 parents, the ICC Foundation with Mandy Monroy, just the commitment that we see from those in the community in a time like this. But it's twofold. I mean, we are here to serve Independence Community College, and that's something that all these coaches keep top of mind. And while everybody's out there struggling with this situation on a lot of different fronts, if there's still work to be done from the college. If it's serving serving the students in the dorms food. We connected with 7 local businesses to provide some food to the students, and in turn that got them a little business when people are told to stay in house. I've been talking with Joanne McDowell about banners in the gym, and an opportunity there where somebody that has a business that could help us in that sense. We would love to be able to provide business to people that are struggling right now. So for those of you that are listening, thank you for everything you do for us. But in turn, if there's any way that we can find a natural fit for us to provide some business to your company, that would be something that would be, an honor to do. And then with that, all these coaches and myself are itching to get back. We're excited. Game day experience is something that we had a lot of plans in place for this fall. So we do plan on coming back and getting back to that. Erica bringing 40 cheerleaders into the gym should be something that really changes the dynamic of the ICC Fieldhouse. Dr. Larry Markowitz talking before around having a local high school perform as part of the band every football game. I mean, there's some exciting stuff. So everybody just, bear down for a little bit, and we'll get back to everything that is inspiring about what we do here. So thank you. 4's up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And it really is, the rally is give and take. So whether it's Hugo's, who gave a great donation to help our students get things sent from the dorms to where they're at right now. That's been a wonderful community connection. Fab Lab, that's been creating masks in a shortage and other protective gear to help people stay safe. And our allied health and EMT program that was able to inventory out some items and give those to our local healthcare. I know that's just a drop in the bucket. There are so many things going on. There are people that are doing things that are under the radar, and it's just doing what's needed to bring that support, to show the love, and to keep things rolling. So Independence, we love you, and we hope you love us. And we are looking forward to some wonderful seasons coming up, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your Love Independence Day. Thanks so much, everybody.